Hi guys! So, I'm doing something a little different today. First off, check the fit. We're loving it. I'm wearing a scarf as a shirt. I got it off Amazon. Uh-oh. There we go. So, I'm doing my drag makeup today. Don't mind my trash can. Yeah, usually I just do this, like, on my own. I don't really, do this in front of people. I mostly just show my friends, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? But you don't gotta ask. Just trust my process, okay? This is what I'm gonna be using. Also, don't mind how dirty my desk is. I'll clean it eventually. Okay. So, yeah. That was mostly in order, the stuff that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna start off with an Elmer's glue stick. I'm gonna dry it off camera, but actually, genuinely, I don't have a plan for this video. Like, my mirror is the camera. I promise it's foundation. I promise it's foundation. I don't know what else it would be, but it is foundation. Basically, I'm just brushing my brows up and in. And I'm gonna glue them down. And technically, yeah, I glue them up and in. I don't have a plan for drag. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of try and get the glue everywhere on the brow. And then I'll brush it up. This is an e.l.f. brow comb and brush. I just use the comb because, look at that. So how have you guys been doing? I know I don't really upload all that much on YouTube. I usually only upload when, like that one time with my nighttime routine, which I don't follow anymore. I'm really bad at keeping to a routine. But I only really upload when I dye my hair. Do you guys think I should upload more often? I'm not really planning on doing this as, like, a big career choice, because I already have a job with pretty good money. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's pretty good money. I just kind of do this as, like, a hobby in my free time. And I know that might make me sound privileged. Like, just being like, oh my god, this person does someone else's hobby, or someone else's job as a hobby. But that's not how I'm trying to make it sound. I'm just here. I'm gluing my eyebrows to my face, and I'm putting on makeup in a really bad way. And I've kind of always just been into doing makeup. Like, I snuck makeup from a friend. I didn't steal it. They gave it to me. But they gave it to me, and I snuck it in my house. My parents didn't even know I had makeup until like 2 weeks later. So, we're kind of just living. This was a couple years ago. Now my mom knows I do drag for fun. I don't keep it on very, very long. Sometimes I'll do it and then I'll accidentally fall asleep in it. Well, that's just how it goes. Alright. I'm gonna go dry these off. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. So now, it is time to cover up the brows. I did like 3 layers of glue. I'm gonna be using the Revolution powder. It's like a pressed powder and a setting powder in 2. But I'm gonna be using a random puff that I found from LA Girl. And I'm just gonna puff down my brows. That's a lot of powder. Alright. We're gonna leave that there and let that bake. And I'll cover them up later. Anyway, this thing is so comfortable. I got it from Ulta. Well, I didn't get it from Ulta. My mom got it for me from Ulta. Sorry. Okay. My mom got it for me from Ulta. It's so comfortable. I love it. Now, I do have hooded eyes, as we can tell. So, later on, doing eyeliner is going to be a little bit weird for me. But that's why I decided to go from like a traditional drag type thing. I don't really know what traditional is, but a makeup look to more artistry. And I don't feel like shaving right now, so I'm just going to use my e.l.f. color corrector. It's orange. Yeah, orange. And I got this at Ulta. We love it. I'm just going to put a little down there. And I'm actually going to try and use a brush for my foundation today. No, I never use a brush. I always I stick to beauty blenders because that's just what's easiest for me. But we're gonna try it. Concealer. I'm not gonna brush with concealer. I have to use the end of my beauty blender, which is not clean. Oopsie poopsie. Anyway, this is also e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in shade Fair Rose. And I'm just gonna do 2 dots right there. And I'm going to put it on a pimple. And yes, I do know that I don't use primer. It's because I accidentally threw it out. But I am going to concealer my lips. You'll see why later. Okay, I'm gonna beauty blender this. And just do a little blendy blend. I look like the start of like British girl makeup, or like early 2000s with the concealer lips. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Now, me with white lips, like this drag look with white lips, that might be cute, but I always do a black lip, so, alright. They feel powdered down. I've never been good at powdering my eyebrows, so we're just gonna hope that this works. I'm gonna pull that back. I have a big face. I've got a big head, so I've got, like, plenty of room to work with, but I don't work with all of it. So I'm just gonna I only did 1 dab in my, in this. Like I went in, went out, scraped a little off, and that's how much color corrector I'm gonna use for the whole look. Well, 1 eyebrow. Yeah, so it's like, go in, swipe, swipe, and apply. So how have your guys' Novembers or just years been going? I'm gonna do a little more. We got Thanksgiving on Thursday. If you celebrate that, that's gonna be fun. I'm going over to my grandparents' house, so that way I can see my dad again. That was really messy. See my dad, hang out with my grandparents, and do the usual shenanigans. Yeah, let me know if you guys are doing anything. I'm gonna do my pre-foundation. This is the e.l.f. CC cream in shade light 209N. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and use a brush this time. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I'm gonna do one pump of that. And I really hope that I like brush it. Ooh, wait. Hold on. That's enjoyable. Now I know that technically I should use a foundation brush, but this is like the only like thick brush that I have that isn't this, and this is my powder brush. I do not use anything else other than powder on that brush, because I don't feel like ruining it. But I've had this brush for a hot minute now, and I feel like I'll be okay if I have to part with it. I'm gonna put a little bit like directly on my eyebrows. Just a little bit. Oh. Now what sucks about being left-handed is that my right hand can't do fucking shit. So I just have to hope that what my left hand can do is good enough. Now my brushes are in. And I don't blend down my neck or anything, because I have long enough hair to cover it up. Shit. Alright. Put a little more on my brush. I'm just going to go over my eyebrows again. Now this is what usually happens. I literally have no clue why. But we do have sort of a solution for it, which you guys will see. So if that happens to you too, then you too will know how to. You're not running out already, are you? I spent $15 on you and I've used you 3 times. Please don't be running out. That would not. I'm using my laptop as a ring light, so don't judge me. Alright. This can sit off to the side. Ooh, uh-oh. Okay. So, how to counteract that from happening? It might just be me being bad with a brush. It might be, I don't know. But I'm gonna do a little concealer on my eyebrows. You're just gonna have to stick with me here. I know most people only do like 1 layer of foundation. Like they'll have a really thick coverage foundation, which is kind of what I have. At least it works for me. But I like to cover my brows with a pre-foundation, which is my CC cream, and then I cover it with, there's something in my eye. Okay. I cover it then with concealer. I almost said conditioner. I cover it with concealer, and then I go with the Revolution IRL Filter foundation in F7. Sometimes I'll use F4. It really just depends on like how my skin is feeling that day. But I'll do 2 pumps of that, and I'll just go thick on the eyebrows. Uh-oh. My eyebrow didn't stay glued. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, I'll just do a really thick layer across my eyebrows, and most of the time it'll get it down. I'm just gonna have to deal with that one fucking hair. And then with the rest of it, I'll just go in on my face. Alright, foundation, concealer should be done now. I'm going to go back in with my Revolution setting powder. Yet again with my LA Girl Puff. That was a lot. Oh my god. Okay. And I'm going to powder down my just foundationed eyebrows. Just so that they can stay down. Because I have thick ass eyebrows. Like, thick with 4 C's. Thick eyebrows. So I have to really fucking powder them down. And that's why my puff looks like that. And if I wait for the foundation to dry, it never will. Because I'm pretty sure it's an oil-based foundation, so it's not going to dry for a hot minute. I don't remember what the base is. Well, it's a water-based foundation. Okay. It's a foundation. I just saw the first ingredient on the list was water, so it's like, okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna powder my eyebrows. Sometimes I'll powder my forehead. Look at that. It's good enough that if you're back here, you can tell where my eyebrow line is, but you can't see my eyebrows. So, I call that a success. Now I'm gonna go into the top part, which is the pressed powder. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Total Face Brush, and I'm just gonna powder the fuck out of my face. And then, after this part, I will have a blank canvas to start my drag. Now, sometimes I'll do no eyebrows, sometimes I'll do eyebrows. And I'm thinking today is gonna be a no eyebrow, but eyeshadow face. Now, what I mean by that is, like, I'm not gonna use eyeshadow as my eyebrow. Usually I would either use an e.l.f. eyeliner pen in like a dark color, or I have this Revolution brow pencil. It's like fine lines, but it's right there, by the way. Sharpie marks are from work. Sometimes it's really dark, sometimes it's really light. It really just depends on how I do my brows. I fucking suck at my brows, so I'm not gonna do them on camera. What's that? Oh. Girl, bye. Oop. Look at that. There's like barely any coming off of my finger. And I don't know what the fuck was on my face, but okay. I'm gonna clean up right here real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're really honestly kind of close to being done. If you count up what I have left, I've got blush, I've got eyeliner, I've got eyeshadow, lips, and lashes. That's all I have left. And it's only been 18 minutes. Very quick and easy. Now I do know, actually, I'm gonna unpowder my brows. You know what? I'm not going anywhere. It's fine. I got this off Temu. This is the Young Vision blush in shade 101 Love Cake. I forgot. I also have mascara. Great lash. I'll do that at the end. But yeah, this is the Young Vision blush in Love Cake. I found it on Temu when I was trying to search for things for a video that I was going to put out but never got released. So I used this blush and I was like, I love this shit. So I've been using it for my drag. If I was doing normal makeup, I would use the e.l.f. Blush Quad. But this isn't my normal makeup, this is my drag makeup. So everything's going to be exaggerated. Now for this one, I'm going to go back into the Beauty Blender. I'm not going to lie, this is the same one I used for my concealer. It came in a 4-pack at Big Lots. So, yeah. Pretty cheap. It does grow large when you add water into it, but I don't like adding water to my Beauty Blenders. I just like pressing the sponge into my face and having it do its thing. But look at that blush. That's nice. You may have you may have noticed that I missed a step, and I'm not like I missed contour and bronzing. I like the shape of my face. I think it suits me because it's me. I don't do contour or bronzer unless I'm feeling not okay with my body. So today I'm feeling okay with my body. The double chin can always go, but that's what happens when you gain a shit ton of weight in a short amount of time. We're not going to talk about that. So I'm done with blush. No contour, no bronzer. I'm going in with the Kushian. I don't know. This is a black liquid lip, and I use it only for drag. I got it from my mom like a couple of years ago, so I'm pretty sure it's expired, but it works perfectly fine for me. So and I do like a small lip, and here's how I'm gonna go about that, okay? So I have to stop talking for this part. So I kind of like do it on either side of my cupid bow. And then I'll fill in the middle. And you see that when I talk, like you can still see the inside. So I go all the way into my lip. And that's how it looks. Sometimes I'll go a little more out just to try and like, you know, make it even. Sometimes I'll fill in the top. Today feels like a day where I fill on the top. I know it's not perfect, but it's just how it looks. And it looks weird when I do that. It's like a naked sim. And like there's the squares everywhere except the square is black and it's on my lips. I had no better way to describe that. Anyway, we're gonna go in with eyeshadow now. This is the Revolution Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise palette. I love it. As you can tell, I'm an elf and I'm a Revolution girly. I get elf at the grocery store. When I go to Ulta, I get Revolution. Those are my two brands. It's perfectly fine. So oh my god, my brows look fucking terrible. I glued them down bad this time. Oh lord. You know what? It's perfectly fine. I'm not going anywhere. It's literally... It's 7 p.m. on a Saturday. Where the fuck am I going? I'm not old enough to go out to a bar. I'm not old enough to go, like, clubbing. Unless I don't drink anything. I don't know. Club's 21 years old. I don't know. Look at that mirror light. That's nice. Look at my eyes. Girl, heterochromia. Pop through. At least in the middle. I got, like, brown, and then I got, like, olive. Poop brown. Okay, so sometimes I'll do like a blue look, sometimes I'll do a red. I'm gonna do blue, so I'm gonna do macaw on the outside going up to like right here, and then I'm gonna do take flight on the middle, and I'm gonna go in with the white in the corner. So macaw, take flight, and cockatoo. And I'll be right back to show you how that is, because this is going to take me a hot minute. Okay. It didn't really work out, as we can tell. But, you know, you can't get everything right. Now, here comes the hard part because of my eye shape. Got the Intense Ink eyeliner in Blackest Black from e.l.f. I love this eyeliner. I love it. Now here's where things get weird. So I kind of use the back of like the liner, and I do like a thick line. I go into my eye, and I pull boom. That is my eyeliner for the top. Now for the bottom, I start the inner corner and I follow the underline of my eye. Now here's where that shit gets fun, because sometimes I'll fuck it up. Let's go to the other side. Like that. I'll fuck it up. But we keep going. We overcome the adversity. And that eye just has a thicker eyelid. Sometimes I'll try and like do something like that. Try and compensate on the other side because I fuck up. And it doesn't always work. Because I had good hand-eye coordination like a couple years ago. But then I graduated high school. I graduated high school. And my band, because I played percussion in my marching band, my hand-eye coordination dropped out. Like, it's not good. But thankfully, I use a thick lash. So if I do fuck up real bad, I ain't gotta worry about it. Alright. Oh yeah, shit. Oh fuck. Okay. So for the under eye, I use my concealer. And because you know how your eyes aren't like fully white, like they got a little bit of gray in it, I will combine. I literally almost forgot this fucking step. I will combine like with an e.l.f. angle brush my eyeliner with my concealer. And if I was brave enough, like I would, or I'd do the waterline, but I'm not brave enough, so I'm not going to do the waterline. But I'll use concealer to clean it up and kind of give me that big eye effect. And then if that happens, go back in with the liner and fix it. Boom. Now this looks fucking insane, and I understand. However, it's time for lashes. And lashes make everything better. I have Ardell lashes here with me today. I got this 12-pack of Wispies from my grocery store. 4 of them are gone because I don't know where they went. But they're Wispies. and I'm going to use them as my bottom lashes. I'm going to use the Kiss glue, and I have to do this off camera because I need to stare right into my eyes. So I'll be right back. Alright, there's the bottom lashes. So I kind of like put them as close to I could along the eyeliner as I could. Here's where fun happens. I have the Winx Ardell So Lit lashes. And I use them as my top lashes because only bad bitches have huge lashes. Oh, it's taped. Alright, I got them out. Now the only reason why they were taped is because I needed to open a new one. I decided to experiment with my other ones and add concealer to them and try and make a new lash. And it didn't work. I had to open a new one. Here's what they do. I'm not showing that on camera any longer. Anyway, these are the Winx So Lit lashes. They're large and in charge. They know what they want. So, as everything falls to the ground. No, my lashes, they're sticking. Okay. Yeah, I use those lashes. I kind of put them on like regular lashes, so I'll be right back. Alright. Now the lashes are on. You can see mine underneath, so that's why I have to go in with the mascara. Kind of clean all that shit up. And yeah. I don't mascara on my bottom lashes. I just kind of leave them there. So basically what I did was I took my lash and I put it slightly off from where I'm pretty sure it should be. And I make sure that it's long enough so that it looks like it's touching the other lash. So that when I set like this or something like that, then the lashes look combined. I'm a little tired. My work has me waking up real fucking early. So this is what I got for y'all. Let's take that off. I do have a wig. It's a Halloween wig, and it's really fucking bad. But I can put it on if you want. I never wear wigs. I'm gonna be for real. I don't wear wigs. When I do, all hell breaks loose. Because look at this. Like, what the fuck do I do here? What do I do on this day? And the only time I ever wear wig is when I don't do my eyebrows. It's got bangs. You can barely see my eyelashes. And for some reason at the top of the head there's like this big random part that I turn into a lump sometimes. It's not good. It was like $9. Definitely could spend your money elsewhere. I could do like something like this in the front. And yes, I did tease it and everything. But this is how the wig looks. I don't typically wear wigs. Like I said, I only do it if I don't decide to do my brows. And if I do decide to do my brows, I let my natural hair down. Because it's just a lot more comfortable for me to do that. And then sometimes I'll style it up. I'll flip my part. And I'll just make myself look beautiful. But yeah, this is my drag. Her name is Miss Girl Susan. Susan or Miss Girl for short. And yeah, my hair doesn't want to stay over. But yeah, this is how the drag looks. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. You can see where the foundation stops. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this at all. If I do, it might be poorly edited. I am literally gonna go take all this off right now. I just wanted to show someone, because if I show my friends, they're all like... But some of them think it's cool. Some of them think it's fucking stupid and like, what the hell. But my way of expressing myself. You can tell that this is not my foundation shade, so that's why I had the white light on. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you don't, oh well. Goodbye.